Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss about the divisibility rules of numbers from 2 to 10. Divisibility rule. A divisibility rule is a shorthand and useful way of determining whether a given integer is divisible by a fixed divisor without performing the division, usually by examining its digits. See the divisibility rule of 2. Divisibility rule of 2 says that a number is divisible by 2 if its last digit is even number. That is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Any number ends with even number, that is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 are divisible by 2. Let us check with certain example. 248. Last digit of 248 is 8, which is an even number. So 248 is divisible by 2. Another example, 531. Last digit is 1, which is an odd number. So 531 is not divisible by 2. Next is divisibility rule of 3. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 3. Let us check with an example. 231. Sum of the digits 2 plus 3 plus 1 equals 6, which is divisible by 3. So 231 is divisible by 3. Another example, 172. Sum of digits is equal to 1 plus 7 plus 2 equals 10, which is not divisible by 3. So 172 is not divisible by 3. Next, we have divisibility rule of 4. A number is divisible by 4 if the last two digits form a number divisible by 4. An example, 824. Here the last two digits are 24, which is divisible by 4. So 824 is divisible by 4. Another example, 153. Last two digits are 53. So 53 is not divisible by 4. Hence, we can say that 153 is not divisible by 4. Next, we have the divisibility rule of 5. A number is said to be divisible by 5 if its last digit is 0 or 5. So, simply we need to check whether the last digit of the given number is either 0 or 5. We can say that the given number is divisible by 5. An example is given here, 135. Here the last digit is 5. So 135 is divisible by 5. Another example, 248. Last digit is 8. So 248 is not divisible by 5. Next, divisibility rule of 6. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. So, for checking the divisibility of 6, we have to check whether the number is divisible by 2 and 3. Then only we can say the given number is divisible by 6. If it is not divisible by either 2 or 3, we have to conclude that the given number is not divisible by 6. Here we have an example, 132. We know the last digit is an even number, therefore it is divisible by 2. And the sum of the digits 1 plus 3 plus 2 equals 6, which is divisible by 3. Therefore, both the conditions, that is, it is divisible by 2 as well as it is divisible by 3. Hence, we can say 132 is divisible by 6. Next example, 145. So the last digit is 5, which is an odd number. Hence, it is not divisible by 2. So that condition is getting violated. So we conclude that 145 is not divisible by 6. Next is the divisibility rule of 7. There is no simple rule for the divisibility by 7 because so far we have seen we just examine the last digit or simply adding the digit and we check whether the given number is divisible or not. But here we are not having any such rule, but we are using another method for checking the divisibility of 7. That means, first of all, we have to take the last digit of the number and double the last digit. After that, subtract it from the rest of the number and check if the result is divisible by 7. Let us we have an example, 49. First, we have to double the last digit. Here, the last digit is 9. So, 9 twos are 18. And this 18, we have to subtract from the rest of the number. So, last digit we will not consider. While ignoring the last digit, we will be having this 4. And this number, we will subtract from 4. Then we obtain 4 minus 18, which is equal to minus 14, which means 14 is divisible by 7. Therefore, 49 is divisible by 7. Another example, 63. Last digit is 3, double the last digit. Hence, we obtain 6 and ignoring the last digit, rest of the digit is 6. Subtract 6 from the rest of the digit. 6 minus 6 equals 0. Since 0 is divisible by 7, 63 is divisible by 7. Next is the divisibility rule of 8. A number is divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits form a number is divisible by 8. Example, 14352. The last 3 digits are 352. We simply divide it with 8. We will be getting the remainder as 0. So we can conclude 14352 is divisible by 8. Another example, 32548. 32,548. Here the last 3 digits, 548 divided by 8, its remainder is 0. So 32548 is not divisible by 8. Next, divisibility rule of 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9. It is almost similar to the divisibility rule of 3. Here we have an example, 819. Sum of digits 8 plus 1 plus 9 equal to 18. 18 is divisible by 9. So 819 is divisible by 9. Another example, 235. Sum of digits is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 5 equals 10, which is not divisible by 9. So 235 is not divisible by 9. Next, we check the divisibility rule of 10. A number is divisible by 10 if its last digit is 0. 120. Here, last digit is 0. So 120 is divisible by 10. Another example, 234. Last digit is 4. So 234 is not divisible by 10. Let us summarize the points one by one. Divisibility by 2, when last digit is even. Divisibility by 3, sum of digit is divisible by 3. Divisibility by 4, last 2 digits are divisible by 4. Divisibility by 5, last digit is 0 or 5. Divisibility by 6, divisible by both 2 and 3. Divisibility by 7, Complex rule involving doubling and subtracting. Divisibility by 8. Last three digits are divisible by 8. Divisibility by 9. Sum of digit is divisible by 9. Divisibility by 10. Last digit is 0. Thank you.